Previously on Maybe the Chosen Ones.
While visiting the underwater town of Limu within the Tropical Realm of Wai, the party met ancestral merfolk Princess Lyra, who journeyed with them to the darkened Mana'uea Reef.
Encountering various dark water creatures and making their way through the winding coral reef tunnels, the party eventually found a fiend monster contaminating the water and reef.
Working together with Lyra's help, they all managed to defeat the monstrous enemy, allowing the Fae Protector, a water nymph, to give them the sparkling seashell as the first key to the portal of water.
With the darkness cleared from Mana'uea Reef, the party returned to Limu with Lyra, where she made peace with her father Notir about being in love with a human boy, Kai.
Lyra gave the party some pearls of power and escorted them back to their airship to continue adventuring through Wai.
The Call of Or, Heart of Tannin. The world of Tannin is home to 12 realms, protected and ruled by the Dragon Guardians. For centuries, it has been ravaged by the ever-growing Shroud of Darkness. Just when it seems that all hope is lost, 4 heroes, destined to save the world, answer the celestial calling of light set before them.
Gregor McConnor, the fierce half-elf fighter.
Udaan, the spirited human bard.
Finnegan Stumblebatch, the quick-witted and wizardly gnome.
Dryodalis, the loyal Eladrin paladin.
What lies ahead on this epic adventure for these heroes? Who are, maybe, the chosen ones.
We're on day 50.
Hey.
Woo!
Man, it feels like so much longer.
I know, right?
You guys have been, your characters have been adventuring for less than 2 months.
We're on our ship.
Yeah, so you guys, you finished up with your journeys with Kai and
Lyra.
And they're hanging out down on the beach and in his little hut that he made out of his broken surfboard.
We should fly away.
Yeah,
I don't want to be here for this. I don't want to see her ever again.
Well, I think we long rested on the ship.
Coast.
We're the mainland
Right,
coast.
I forgot about that. You're on the coast of the main continent of Tannin, and on that beach is. Directly to the south of where you guys are is Mohala Resort, and then directly south on the mainland coast is Miti.
Where are we going next?
Are we at breakfast?
Team. I wanna have a martini on the beach.
There is a resort.
We're at Kai's resort. We're not.
You're not.
I'm not looking at Kai. Oh wait, I thought Kai had a resort.
They're right
He's from
here.
the resort, but he's
They're
not.
from
Oh, let's go to that resort to get some beachy drinks.
So you're going to Molaha.
Mohala.
Let's be tourists for a little while.
Yes, we
I
were
was
talking about the tourists.
Yeah, I mean, I could use a spa day.
Okay.
Oh no.
I wasn't saying a whole day. As long as we need to talk about
maybe like a massage. Like a massage takes like an hour.
If you want a spa day, you can. I was just saying, if we're going to talk plans, we might as well talk plans over a martini.
Okay. What about a cup of coffee?
What time of
probably
day?
mix
Alcohol
well.
in the morning gives me a headache.
Is it the morning?
I thought
What
it
about,
was.
isn't there
Yes, you went to bed the
orange
night
mimosa thing?
before.
Oh.
We can do
It's the morning after.
Oh, well then,
Yeah.
yes, good coffee.
Alright.
Or mimosa.
Yes, morning.
Ooh, a mimosa.
Maybe we can get brunch, you guys.
Alright, we'll get brunch.
Fantasy brunch.
Let's fly to Mohala.
You fly your ship south to the Mohala Resort. You come across a small island and see kind of a lot of like different like bungalows that you can rent and like just kind of dotted throughout the island. There's a lot of like umbrellas on the beach and stuff like that. Various different races and people that you can see sun tanning and stuff
Having
like
a
that.
good time.
God, imagine summer.
Well,
That sounds so nice right now.
Oh, as it's snowing outside.
Does it exist?
Well, at least these people can get away from the darkness for a little while.
I don't even know it exists.
You can tell there's a lot of different shops and some fun restaurants and things down there. And
We anchored.
Let's like go to the main resort and like maybe the bar.
Okay.
Or like
Yeah.
maybe there's like a buffet.
And-
breakfast.
When you guys are anchoring your ship, how are you imagining it?
It's probably just close to land, and then we like
Drop
put an
it
anchor.
really
in.
long
I
anchor.
keep thinking that it's amphibious, that we fly and can land on the water. So
That's not how I was picturing it, because it would have like a bottom and side fins.
You guys drop an anchor and are floating 20 feet above the
And it
ground.
looks like-
And then they're like kind of like stowed along the side of the ship is like a 30-40 foot wooden ladder
Oh.
that you
Oh, nice.
take down
Yeah.
and
Climb
you
on
climb the
down.
ladder down onto the shore.
I'm just gonna fly down. Whoa!
Like
Got
imagine
your
we
new
leave the ship and just like
shoes.
tie it off to a post or something.
It like flies away.
Like a balloon.
yeah, I mean, so is the magic of the flight able to just stop in midair and be stationary, like
I mean, it's enchanted
hugely energy
sails,
efficient?
essentially.
Because will it get like knocked? If it's not tethered to a surface, will it get knocked around, and will it drift? Drift, yeah,
with
deceleration.
the sails down, I don't think it would move. I think the sails existing on the ship keep it in the air, but when they're
down,
it goes because the wind catches it.
But it's not like the moment the sails are furled that it just stops.
No,
suddenly.
no,
That
yeah.
The inertial, we'd all
Right.
fly off
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
So it has to
Like a
it.
plane, you need
Yeah.
like the slow stop,
Exactly.
you
You
know
need
what I
to
mean?
apply the brakes.
The wing brakes.
And the anchor, you can throw down the anchor in emergency, but it'll be like.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
like, the e-brake.
Far.
You go to the resort. I come out of the captain's cabin in a t-shirt and swim trunks and flip-flops with a towel over my shoulder.
Where did
and
you get the swim trunks?
my imagination. Where
Well,
did
maybe
you
we
get
could-
that bikini you're in right now?
I'm not wearing
Oh well, I found this.
See, Finnegan, he's using his imagination.
Give me the hat, then I'll just.
It was
like,
meant to
use
fit Scaly Dragonborn, but
Yeah, it hangs a little bit. So I think it's supposed to catch on their scales or something.
Sure.
I'm wearing my cool Jason Momoa linen shirt. And, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I don't wear my armor. I just wear like
Yeah.
my regular linen shirt.
I'm gonna wear my just normal spring
right, you
outfit.
guys
It
are-
looks very like Voyage on the Dawn Treader.
Oh.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
costumes in that are
They
really
are so good.
So you guys are not wearing any armor.
I'm not wearing
No.
any armor, but I am bringing my sword.
You're bringing
Oh
your
yeah,
sword.
I bring frostbite.
Yeah, I'll bring weapons.
So amidst your
Okay.
beachiness, Finnegan, do you have a spell book like strapped to your side? or-
Oh yeah.
Do you have one of those cool like
strap thing.
Just a string backpack? Yeah.
No, not the string backpack. The it's like for guns, but like
Books?
Oh,
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like a little
Liam
buckle
in
on it.
Critical
I
Role.
could just like
Oh my gosh.
Yes, absolutely. And I've got all of like my magic items in my beach bag over my shoulder.
Yeah. We go to the resort.
Okay, so you guys climb down the ladder to go to the resort. We've got
Take off my shoes.
there's the souvenir depot, the condo resort rental area, surf shop run by Kai.
Does it look too
Who's
rich
not
for
there?
us?
It looks pretty rich.
Drinks on me, you guys.
She's rich, right?
Does your dad have a membership here?
Yeah, you're like
Well, he was taking my pirate, so I don't know.
I meant before that.
He probably didn't cancel it when he got kidnapped, right?
So, shall we?
They've been using it. They've been using it.
They've been charging the account for months.
We kidnapped you because the bigger you get, the free unlimited guest passes.
This has been 11 years. So
I've got more use out of it than he ever did.
He's been missing for 11 years.
she's been.
When did you find out he was gone?
Well,
Well, oh yeah. It's been 11 years since you've been gone, or 12 years or something.
yeah.
So.
When we were in Campy, the gypsies had seen your dad's face on a slave ship, a pirate ship, going west. Because Campy's down there, and it was going on the south coast.
Okay.
And that was roughly 10, 11 years ago.
Okay.
So,
What do you guys want to do? There's, like I said, there's the souvenir shop.
do they have like a restaurant in the condo, maybe?
Yeah, is there like a restaurant, breakfast place?
Yes, there's a restaurant. I'm picturing a very kind of town square kind of thing. Like there's a lot of different little soup shops and and restaurants.
It's like shopping drive in California.
Yeah.
Santa
I will
Barbara.
say, you guys, it is good to be back.
You guys find a Dippin' Dots station.
Will people recognize you?
Dippin' Dots. Oh my gosh.
All right. When did you leave?
I don't know, like, carry the line, maybe 11 years.
That's a long time.
I've come back maybe once or
Okay.
twice.
I want to go to the main bar of the resort
Okay.
where they're watching seahorse racing. Then I order a mimosa and the coffee.
Yeah. So you see a female human. She's got a name tag that says Miti. She is kind of serving drinks to people and she's a very pleasant looking person.
One mimosa and coffee.
Sure thing, come on up.
Do you have a brunch menu?
We do.
Perfect.
And she hands it to you.
Ooh, amazing.
There are some really nice looking meals.
Ooh.
A lot of seafood.
I only eat seafood here, you guys. Only here. Never eat seafood inland. Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it. They have to ship the seafood so
That is
far.
fair.
It's not good anymore. It's not. Only eat it here.
Right.
What's
We're
the
on
catch of the day?
Catch of the day. What is anything that lives
Shark?
in the
What's
I would take a lobster omelet, please.
Oh.
yes,
yeah.
one omelet coming up.
Thank you. We'll take some peppers, onions, and that.
Of course.
You know,
Salmon
little-
eggs
little
Benedict.
cheese.
That coming right up.
Oh, and mimosa with coffee on the side.
Yes. Does everyone want mimosas and coffee?
Yes.
Is there a bottomless mimosa?
There is.
Amazing. I have some of your
Here
pancakes.
at Mohala Resort, every day is bottomless mimosa.
Hey!
Paradise.
I hope we can afford it.
It's on me, you guys.
We do have pancakes.
Oh, I'd love some.
I can't do pancakes anymore dry. The sugar just it goes to my head in a way it didn't used to. Do you know what I mean?
I wonder
I do,
if they'll be as good as the
unfortunately.
origami pancakes and can't be.
See,
I
And
remember
she,
things.
do you say that out loud? Do you this out
Yeah.
loud? And she says, they are not anywhere near as good as the origami pancakes.
Well, at least you're honest.
Get the seafood.
Are you
Yeah,
kidding me?
she actually leans down next to you and she's like, we have pancakes, but I wouldn't recommend
Oh.
pancakes here.
Okay. I'll do some fish.
Can you be more specific?
Do you have walleye? Walleye! Oh, the most Minnesota.
No, and you know what she says? You know what she says? She says, remarkably, we do actually have freshwater fish.
Literally.
Part of our nation is on the mainland. There are lakes just that way.
Sparkling blue seas and then just scummy green lakes. That's where they get that walleye.
Yes, in the swamp next door.
Yeah.
Clean water
well,
don't taste right.
Yeah, we also have catfish.
I'll try that.
The catfish?
Sure.
What about like some shrimp or lobster or
You should get
maybe
the-
even some octopus?
This is really hard
Yeah,
to make
the
a
calamari.
person.
You should
that
get
hates
the
seafood.
calamari.
So I'm like,
We have one of those squids that dance when you pour soy sauce on it.
I'm just gonna stick with the coffee.
You don't want.
How about some breakfast sushi?
Sure. I'll try it.
And so she gives you all your meals, and she
Oh, and bring out a
Yeah.
platter of like your freshest fruit, please. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
So you say that, and she looks at you. She looks at you, and she smirks, and then she snaps her fingers, and like a bunch of like male Hawaiian warrior guys.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what you call it.
Well, there's some.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
But you know they're all very
That's
like
awesome.
super muscular, and they've got the
Doing a
palm
little
leaf,
flower.
the palm leaf
It's good to be
garments and like shark tooth and shell necklaces, and they all like in a very like hot chocolate scene from Polar Express. They all come out like singing and chanting in Polynesian, and they're holding these massive platters of fresh fruit.
I wonder what they do for someone's birthday.
And they have on top like on a spear. One of them is holding a spear, and down the whole spear is about 15 roasted pineapples. And they bring it to you, and with a big long knife they carve off roasted pineapple onto your table.
Shy's licking it.
And so that is something that I should have mentioned when you guys walked into this restaurant. I mean, just the overpowering, but not in a bad way, smells of this restaurant.
Are there a lot of other people here?
Yes.
Okay.
This place is hopping.
Okay.
So
tourists.
So she gives you your meals. You are a little undecisive, Drya, so she actually gives you the seafood rolls,
Right.
or the sushi rolls, but she also lays a plate of omelets, because that's a pretty big seller for them. So she's just in case you didn't like it.
Okay.
The second plate of omelets, that's on us.
Oh, so what is our total bill?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Try it.
Don't worry about it, Dry it.
That's for later. We're in the moment right now.
Okay.
Live in the moment.
Yeah, so in the moment, where are we going? Udaan. I mean, are you wanting to see your family? Because if you think about it, well, what if your dad obviously is in trouble. What about your mom?
What is our mission, and will interacting with Udaan's family come naturally?
I don't know if we'll have much of a choice to skip out on going to Miti.
So we have to go to your hometown to do the mission.
Eventually I need to go to Uka. I need to talk to Mako.
He was that pirate guy we met.
We met him a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
Boats. We got Marty from him.
But
Big grey beard, pointy hat.
No.
more about what happened to my father. Now that I'm here, it's probably a good place to dig into that. And I know my mother will probably know something about that as well, but...
Well, and she may know something about the darkness in the area and where to find it.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So there are 2 ancestral relics we still need to find.
Yeah, we need 2 other shells. Keys.
Maybe
One
we should just-
probably in the
And we
temple.
need to go to your family.
Maybe we should rip the band-aid off and go to Miti first.
You could always go as Flanagan.
Yeah.
Or someone else. Because you have the hat of disguise, don't you?
Maybe we not do disguises. We always try disguises.
That's
and
true.
they last.
And yeah, she might get more information if she knew I was there. But we have to have an escape plan. You always have to know where the exits are and how to get out.
This is
Most
good.
important part of every
That's
plan
new
is
for
the getaway.
us. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect when we go there, so just be prepared for anything. And maybe let me do most of the talking.
You are the most persuasive.
I am very persuasive, but also this is my mother.
That's true.
The
She
queen
might have
of
disadvantage to all charisma.
Oh no.
Maybe Finnegan
I'm
can
persuasive.
be
Plus 4.
your translator.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what she really meant.
Hey, I got a plus 12 to my charisma save. So,
Oh yeah, -1.
that's not like Gregor.
Oh my god.
Well,
They're not going to think that we kidnapped you, are they?
I mean, I technically did.
Oh,
I
gosh, you're
technically
right.
did, yeah.
Technically did.
She might. She is. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea. But obviously, she hasn't really been searching for my father much, so I don't know what that's about. But
How do you know she hasn't been?
well, he hasn't been found.
That doesn't mean she isn't looking.
I guess we won't know unless we ask. But
So what's the plan, guys?
rip the band-aid
First, we're gonna eat breakfast,
and get massages.
and I'm gonna get a massage. At the spa.
Yep, there's a spa across the plaza from the restaurant that you're at.
And then, when we have reached ultimate relaxation, we are going into the belly of the beast and go to Miti. What do you guys think?
Sounds great.
I mean, is there anyone else we should Like any other family or people you know really well that you should...
Anyone who might be more of an ally
Yeah.
to us?
It would just cost me something.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, like everybody wants something from you. Maybe. We'll see.
Hey, we got some credibility though. We've saved half the world. So
Yeah. I don't know
That's-
how much that will stand.
If we don't get partial credit,
the courts.
then...
Yeah. Not until it's complete.
Maybe just like make sure everybody showers before we go and look
Spa day.
nice.
Okay. Okay. I assume we finish up breakfast and go see how much massages and stuff are. Oh, we didn't pay for breakfast.
No, that's by design.
Yeah, how much was the breakfast?
I rolled for this.
Oh no.
70 gold pieces.
Perfect. I leave a 10 gold piece tip and pay
Cool. How much are...
The spa,
Yeah.
the spa days, 30 gold pieces per person for an hour session.
Not bad, 60.
Yeah.
I do that.
I'll do that.
This place is pretty uppity.
Alright.
Dry, very intrigued.
Okay.
Can they do one for like shy?
They love Shy. It's like,
Okay.
she's so cute. So they do that for free. This little
Polish
little
your
finger
nails.
massage. They file her nails so they're real pointy.
Oh no! Jeez.
And
That's gonna be a problem.
and
Yeah,
yeah.
she'll actually fight now.
Yeah.
She's got like 11
terrible
health,
sales.
so probably not.
Actually, because of that, Megan, go ahead and up her damage to 2 hit points per hit.
Hey!
We're set now.
2 piercing damage with her bite. Oh no, it's her bite, not her claws. She doesn't have a claw attack.
How much was Dark Project?
80 gold.
I paid
70.
80 gold.
80 gold?
That's a bargain.
Not copper?
It is a
That'd only be
bargain
8 silver.
for this
I think Greggy
service.
like spit out.
Welcome to the good life, friends.
Savor that more.
This was like comparably. It was like a $600 meal.
Like going out, what? Yeah.
Yikes.
Wow.
Udaan doesn't like
Flinch.
not a sweat. Like
Unfazed.
unfazed.
Yeah.
Scooping as much food into a takeout box as I can.
In the bag of holding.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna keep, but I gotta keep this.
Yeah, we also have Heward's handy haversack.
Just filled it with seafood.
Oh no, that'll go bad quick.
Unrefrigerated seafood.
Because of the treatment, she's able to deal 2 points of damage.
Cool.
There's no specific reason. There's no logic behind it.
Sure.
It just can.
Makes sense.
Because I say so. These are some pretty high-end massages.
We're more relaxed.
I'm not getting one.
Did Finn get a massage?
I'm trying to decide. I'm not entirely sure.
Do it.
Yeah.
We're only here once. Come on.
Does it raise morale?
Yeah, I'm just trying
Are
to
we inspired?
find good benefits.
That's the lot to get an extra heart.
Who all got massages?
The Goyles?
Okay, the Goyles' hit point maximums have increased by 1 hit point.
Forever or just like today?
Oh!
Crazy.
Wow!
Alright, should we go to Miti?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
How was your massage, ladies?
Back.
It was like the
feeling?
greatest thing ever. It was like magic.
We're
like
going
actual...
to meet
Oh,
Yep,
geez.
yep,
You're
yep.
not relaxed anymore.
Udaan, we're here to decompress.
Ah!
You
Do you
back
want
in
another
her hands,
massage?
back.
It's okay.
Shy's hit points are up by 1 as well.
She's only got like 11.
You can use her in combat now.
She's got 15 now.
Alright. Yeah, you guys going to Miti?
While we are
PvT?
sailing there, I am pacing back and forth on the ship.
Yeah, with the speed of your boat, especially going or of your ship going from the Mohala Resort or Mohala, it's gonna take you like 20 minutes to get there, maybe half hour.
Okay, watching this, I'm going to take the bag of tricks and try and give Udaan a therapy animal.
Oh, please be a goat. Please be a goat.
This could go kind of bad. It's a giant boar.
What? How does this work?
The magic item that I got at the school, you can pull a little bit of fuzz out of it, and it'll turn into an animal, and I rolled a d8 to get a giant boar.
This is good. This is really good. I can offer this to my mother, and we can eat it for dinner tonight.
Alright, I already
Factus
named
pig
it, but
for-
yeah.
Is it a physical entity that can be killed and used for food?
Therapy animal.
Tie it down! Oh god!
Actually, who's handling it right now?
Yeah, I think I've still got like
roll an animal handling check for me.
Hey.
My knightly instincts are triggered. I grab my horse and lance, and it's time for a hunt.
Oh no!
I'm so skewery, boy.
So it escapes your grasp and it is running amok across the
I
deck.
grab my spear and I try to. I try to throw my spear at it.
Sorry, you can take it.
We are hunting a boar on the ship. Wow.
13 to hit.
Yeah!
12 AC.
Nice.
Oh!
We're creating.
It's got 42 health.
Okay.
42.
Noble beast, amok upon our ship. I hunt you.
How much damage did you do?
Oh, let's see.
Oh, yeah.
My D6.
Try to make sure you hit it through the skull. We don't want to ruin the meat on the bulk of it. Thanks.
I don't think that's how it works.
I don't know. I don't know anything about hunting. Abby Day doesn't know anything about hunting, but
7.
maybe Udaan does.
So it's got
It's gonna take a while.
35 left.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Are we actually killing this poor innocent animal you just summoned?
it is enraged. I want you guys to all roll initiative.
It's got a spear.
14.
Okay.
16.
11.
9.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. It's large?
Yep.
This thing is
Giant-
huge. This
giant
thing is
boar.
bigger than us. This is how big it is.
Oh dear.
This is gonna be so tasty.
My mouth is already watering.
I think you go.
Have you guys ever been to a Miti pig roast? Obviously not.
We'll be the favorite guests because we brought boar.
Maybe.
Alright, Megan, Drea, you're first. so-
Okay, I guess I'll go up to it and swipe at it.
Okay.
Seems so wrong. 16 to hits. So 16 damage. Second hit
Okay.
at over 21.
Okay.
14 more damage.
Okay, it's not looking good.
I'm sorry, random animal.
Okay, and it is going to... It's going to charge Gregor.
Oh,
Nat 20.
It's Pumbaa. It's like the part in Lion King when they're doing the luau.
Oh yeah.
Balls making. You can be a big pig too. Ha! Something like that.
24 piercing damage,
Woo!
and I want you to make a strength save for me.
Yikes.
20.
You do not get knocked over, but you take 24 points of slashing damage.
Jeez.
That's wild.
I've been
my
gored.
God.
It did a charging gore attack against you. Udaan.
It's your moment.
Kill your therapy animal.
Oh my god.
Here at Fantasy Therapy
I
Animals, we offer all
shoot-
kinds of therapy.
I shoot my whatever you call it.
Hand crossbow.
Crossbow. 15 to hit.
Oh yeah, you hit it.
9 damage.
Alright, tell me a story.
Oh my god! I aim it and I'm like, and then I shoot and it goes right in the eye and it's like, shoot! With a giant thud, it falls on our deck and like kind of shakes everything.
Udaan, the noble blood is hot within you. You have hunted and slain the prey.
Hey!
Now you must eat the heart.
And Matt, you were gonna say what if it's a physical thing that can be eaten.
It can. Yeah, I mean, it can participate in combat, so I'm assuming.
Because it
Okay.
goes away the
Actual
next
creature.
day.
Yeah, so we
Yeah,
have
so
until
it will
tomorrow
go
to
away.
eat this.
Now
thing.
you dress it.
That's
No, you might. Here, I'll show you. You skin it just like this.
well. That's actually not how we do things here in Hawaii.
You have to skin it, otherwise it's gonna
Don't
rot.
you have to like cook it over this?
Yeah, we
Cook
cook it over
on
a
the
fire.
You
this-
skin the fur off of it first, so that
Oh
you just
yeah,
have
boars
a hunk
have
of
fur
meat.
on them, don't they? I forgot about
No,
this.
they're
Yes.
just meaty.
I'm gonna excuse
Yes,
myself.
pork
from
held
watching
together by
this.
magic.
You can eat it. I give you the royal honor to do so.
You would.
I will.
He's in
I
full
will do
night
that.
mode. And
How about we go steer the ship while?
on the deck of the ship,
Yes.
Red Dead style, I kneel down.
Oh, also we need to
All
find
right.
more crew at some point. Perhaps in
blood all
Miti.
Miti might be a good place for that.
And as you are finishing the process of covering your hands in boar gore, you hear Waika from the crow's nest. Hey, I think we're here.
Oh,
The correct thing to say is actually land ho, Waika.
But we never.
Land ho.
We never left sight of land, though.
Oh.
Well,
Different land. Oh.
Location ho.
We need more
I actually
crew.
don't have a response. Wait, already? Oh my, I'm filthy and covered in blood.
Jump in the ocean.
wash off.
Oh wait, I'm gonna cast control water and send a wave over the deck and then off the ship to like cleanse Gregor.
What if he goes with the
Wait,
wave?
what's the range of it?
If we go down to the water, we'll be close to
Yeah,
A 100-foot cube
you got
within
it.
300 feet.
Well,
Yep, no, you do this.
Yeah, so I like waterbender him and
Nice.
soak the deck and then push all the bloody water off the ship.
And now we have a salty, wet boar gore.
Oh,
boar
it'll be
carcass.
salty, right?
Yeah, salted the meat.
When did you want to cook this?
With your family.
Perhaps tonight.
I'll hang it in the hold.
Perfect.
So I hang it from a meat hook and the hold of the ship. Oh, that's exactly. I love doing the real ship things. You know? And then
Thinking of the ship, I was thinking I might be most useful as like if I was our doctor / priest, because that's kind of what I am.
Oh, shit, surgeon.
So
Sure.
I'll be the physician and the priest.
positioning thing.
Okay.
Because we need prayer aboard our ship. So that's what I'm doing.
All right, so you guys are anchored above Miti.
And I like get myself ready basically, and like I have like my
give us a
armor
time
on,
map, 'cause Abby
my
would know
mithril
too.
armor, my elven mithril armor, half plate, but also I have like more drapey fabrics
Yeah.
sort of over it that is more in the style of Wai. And I put a necklace of it has teeth from
Ooh.
different creatures that we have slain,
Oh, cool.
which I literally have been collecting. Bear tooth,
Seriously?
Yeti
Yay!
tooth, gold ogre zombie tooth.
Whoa! Oh.
That's it.
God, what have we
This is
thought?
good. That's
That's
such
good
That's
character.
such a good thing to do as a
Yeah.
D&D player. That's happy.
Well
Yeti
done.
tooth, that's incredible.
Yeah. Are we inspired by that?
Look, guys, it's just a saggy necklace with teeth.
But it fills you with memories of your last 2 months together, and you recall all the things that you fought and survived and almost died with. And
Yeti.
I blow a smoke monster for every tooth that I see.
Oh, I make my cloak billow.
you guys have a cute little family moment and are definitely inspired. Take a point of inspiration.
Okay, but seriously, one of you needs to finish helping me get my armor on. It's a two-person job.
I'll help you because
Oh, try
I'm
it.
used to plate mail now. You probably have to help me too because
The shield made in goods, my armor upon me. Thank you.
And
I'm trying not to be weird about it. I just
it's
mean
fine. I'm used to it.
Can I retcon that I've been doing the same thing with steins from every bar we've been to?
yes, absolutely.
The necklace of
Yep.
You can make a hat out of them.
with their chains.
That's so funny.
Oh my.
Where should we
Treehouse
anchor the
without it.
ship?
Well, I mean, do we sail right up to Miti Harbor? And is it like a big royal city with castles?
So Miti is it's a town more than a city. It's very tropical. It's got kind of it's got almost Greek design in its like layout of the courtyards and the buildings and stuff like that.
And there's a big wall.
Yep, there is a wall. They guard their borders to the mainland with a wall, and they're just protected by the sea. And their navy. But yeah, it's very. It's not quaint. Like it's very elaborate, but it's not magnificent in scale by any means. But you can definitely see which building is the ancestral home. It's very nice. A lot of square footage. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm wearing a lot of colors too.
As are many of the residents of the town.
Would the guards see our ship?
Yes. Yep. So airship, not very common. So they see you guys anchor. They see you guys anchor 50 feet above the ground or whatever, and
when I see people in the watchtowers, which I assume I do, I shout out to them, and first I let the ladder down.
Okay.
And I climb kind of partway down it, so I'm and then I say to the soldiers in the watchtower, "You there, sir! Go tell my mother that I am home." Well,
who's your mother?
I am Ali'ika Ohanu.
And he
Move now.
He drops his spear and he video game slides down the ladder, and he runs to the ancestral home, all the while shouting, "The princess is home!
Oh.
The princess is home!"
And come back in style.
And within moments, the city or the town bells are ringing from all the watchtowers, and the crowd. There was crowds. There's a crowd out in the main square.
Lie down to the ground.
I climb back up to the ship.
I fly back up.
And I get on my griffin. And I fly in and
Your
land.
hippogriff?
Or my hippogriff, sorry. And sort of walk my hippogriff up to the ancestral home. I make a show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I make sure you guys are with me.
Well, we still have our rented hippogriffs, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And everyone is just kind of so overwhelmed by all the things they're seeing, the princess and a giant horse bird, and there's a whole group of adventurers.
Are you guys on hippogriffs too, or are you just walking?
Chattering?
Yeah.
Did we buy our You still have your rented ones.
Your family helped pay for the extended.
Oh,
We don't know for sure if they bought them or if they just.
An extended lease.
Yeah.
24 months with,
The option to renew.
And there's a couple of guards in front of you, kind of escorting you, and just a whole bunch of guards who are following behind you, just out of curiosity more than anything else.
So our hippogriffs are walking now along the
Yes.
lane. We might actually.
See, you got a mouse.
And there are many fair maidens blowing kisses to Gregor.
Oh no.
Udaan, you ride up to the courtyard.
I see.
And you find yourself in the courtyard.
Some monk-like women walk by with very airbender type robes and bald
Probably
heads.
from the temple.
Yep. Yep. And actually, that you see a group of about 4 or 5
Tattoos
of
on
them.
their heads.
Lots of tattoos, and they are walking to the courtyard as well. And when you get into the courtyard, you see a lot of servants and stuff kind of tending to the courtyard and whatever, all looking up whoa. And then you see at the front of the courtyard, at the door, a woman that you recognize very much. This is your mother. And as you are finishing your arrival, you see from kind of a hidden door in the courtyard wall, you see another woman, more robed and bald, who comes out of a hidden door and walks up and takes a place beside your mother.
Here you go.
I get up my hippogriff.
So are we still in the courtyard or are we go in the building?
You're in the
we're
courtyard.
in the courtyard.
Okay.
I get off my hippogriff and I stride up to my mother and my aunt, and I give them a bow.
We bow too, because I do, because I'm like, what do I do?
With a kind of cocky, just a little bit.
Swagger.
A little bit of swagger.
Your aunt, she bows back to you. Your mother stands tall.
Well, it's been some time, hasn't it?
Do we dismount?
I do. I did.
Yeah,
anyways.
I did it.
Yeah. We follow whatever you do, probably.
I stand at your right hand.
And your mother, she looks at you and she just says, 11 years.
Has it really been that long?
I face a plant.
I'm just a suit of armor right now.
That's what Udaan is doing inside of her brain. Outside, she's like, cool, great.
What finally prompted you to come back?
It's a long story.
Glance at Finnegan she's having a stroke. Long exploitation, my man.
Something in that fish.
It was mimosa. Like 12 mimosas.
We start vomiting.
No, I'm always. You're really stressed about it.
Yeah.
I see you're just as good at talking as you were 11 years ago.
I sort of bristle at that. Yes.
Well, you were like a teenager when you left too, so.
Anywho, may we go inside?
Who are they?
These are my traveling companions. This is Dryodalis.
Hello, wonderful to meet you.
And she just kind of does like a curt nod.
This is Sir Gregor McConnor, Captain Gregor, Sir Gregor Lord McConnor.
I kneel.
And this is Finnegan Stumblebatch.
Charmed, I promise. And I bow.
And she just kind of, you see your aunt kind of has kind of like a, more of a like kind of just a raised smile, like she's just kind of like interesting. Your mother is just kind of like, she has this look like she's trying to figure out what to do, but she's more angry than anything. And she says, Ellie, you will come inside, not your friends.
All right. However, I did bring you a gift. A giant boar. I thought
You were just holding it behind your back.
perhaps
Slung
if
over
you
the
were
bucket.
free tonight, we could roast it and have a, big of a private party if you feel so inclined.
My lady, I must protest. As your knight, I wish to stay by your side.
Granted.
Not granted.
I stare at her and I say I would be much more comfortable if my knight came along. He will stay silent, of course.
And she says, it seems you've really lost your touch then, if you really need protection.
Well, at least send the gnome in then.
I'm no threat to anybody.
I stare at her in kind of like a battle of wills for a moment, and then I just nod, and I turn to him and to all of you, and I'm just like, I'll be back.
My lady.
We'll be right out here if you need us.
Gregor.
Lord help me.
Gregor. I'm sorry. Wow. I'm stroke.
Something's going around, you guys.
What are you saying here?
I was saying my own name, but in my head. I meant Finnegan. Finnegan. Listening magic.
Yeah, I can send in the
Sending
bird.
stones. I turn on my sending stone.
All right.
Turn the volume up.
And your mother gestures to a guard who opens the big doors into the home, and she, along with your aunt, lead you in to the ancestral home. You enter, and the doors are shut behind you, and the guards that let you in are now waiting on the courtyard side of the door.
It's like when someone's wearing a bad mic and they're trying to get closer. Like, can you say that again?
Yeah.
Like,
Can you say it into the plant?
Yeah.
Speaking to the plant.
Reunions are easier when you know you want to kill your family members. But when you're not sure if you want to kill them, it's much harder.
The ambiguity just made it so much worse.
Okay, so
Where do we stand?
We're in the
out in the
courtyard.
courtyard.
There's like a little fountain. And it's kind of
yep, you've been given no direction. There are like stone benches and
It's
things.
so tranquil here.
It's pretty tranquil.
The gift shop's here?
I just stand within range of the sending
I
stone.
was gonna say I listen to my sending stone, so the guards maybe don't know that we're listening.
Turn it like down.
Yeah.
Low volume.
I left mine on the ship, so I have to like stand by dry.
Yeah, and I'm trying to like look real casual about it.
Yeah.
I'm just listening to music.
Yeah, just
man.
like, you know, I just found
It's just a
rock.
rock. It's just a rock. Look at this pretty rock
Hear the
I
ocean.
found.
They say if you hold a rock to your ear, you can hear the ground.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, yeah. So you guys are all in there, and you are brought to kind of a table in the center of the room, and your mother and aunt sit down and beckon you to join them.
I do so.
Okay, Ali'i.
Uh-huh.
Why did you leave and not come back for 11 years?
Shoot, Mom, we're getting right into it, aren't we? I had my reasons.
I've been trying to find you.
I know. Quite unsuccessfully, might I add. Have you been trying to find my dad?
And with that,
Roll initiative.
Oh my
Feel a
gosh.
sharp pain in your back.
yeah, she slams her fists on the table, and she, without saying anything, she gets up and she just kind of turns and is facing away from you. And then your aunt speaks. Ali'i, it is believed that your father is dead. We believe he was kidnapped by pirates. Shortly after you left, he was devastated. He tried to find you, and he never came back.
And you know that he's dead. Or you just gave up.
I feel like we're eating popcorn while listening to the sending stone.
I am literally eating popcorn.
We searched for years, but obviously we've been trying to find you as well. Either he doesn't want to be found, or he's dead. But he gave up on he left his responsibilities as leader right after you left, and your mother has been running this entire region alone for over a decade.
I'm just silent. Would you like to know why I came back?
I have been curious, yes. I was hoping you'd reveal it.
I have been wandering for many years. And I would not change it. I would still do the exact same that I did before. Leave this place.
So much promise here.
I know.
Did you really hate us that much?
I didn't hate you. But I have been summoned by the divine to take out the darkness here in the world. And we have cleared many different nations and sections of the world, and now we have come back to Wai.
You had a divine calling here at the temple. Do you really think that you are divinely called to violence and eradication?
Yes, I literally was called by God. Basically kidnapped by a celestial. Fae celestial.
The autocorrect comes through.
I was basically kidnapped by a Fae celestial, and Ein Sof was like, hey, I need your help to do this. And I said yes. Can you help us or point us in the direction of where we need to go?
You're sure that I can't convince you to... I mean, you're back. You just want to leave again?
For now.
Will you come back again?
I don't know.
Ali, this has been impossibly difficult since you left. And then, as this is happening, your mother turns back around, comes back to the table, collected herself, and she says, I need you to stay this time.
What if I cannot?
You need to.
Why?
This is your home. This is your birth responsibility to be a leader of Wai. And you shrugged that responsibility off of your shoulders like it was a joke. And then your father left after you. I have been trying to run a region that is being overwhelmed by whirlpools and attacks and dark violence and shipwrecks and pirates. I've been doing it alone. How could you have been so selfish?
Oh.
That's when we go, oh.
We're just listening to the podcast.
How could I have been so selfish?
Yes, you.
Interesting. Interesting. I stand up and I walk to the window.
The window we're sitting outside of.
No, you're kind of on a higher rise in this place. You look out the window and you see the ocean ahead of you. And
How could I have been so selfish? When I had family who only wanted me for what I could do for them, wanted me for my skills or my quote-unquote natural born right, whatever that is. Anyone can rule. I needed freedom from you.
do you think that I enjoy ruling? Do you think that I had never wanted something better for myself, some sort of adventure? I did, but I gave that up to make a kingdom or a region worth living in for my family. I was just trying to make you understand that peace and prosperity doesn't happen on its own.
I don't believe that it does either. However, we always have a choice, and you made yours. That's fine, and that's good for you. You've done good work. But I cannot be expected to do the same. I'm your child.
And she just kind of
We don't need to talk about this right now, though. Perhaps we can discuss it later. First things first, I'm here for a purpose. We need to clear the darkness here.
Oh, is that what you've been doing this whole time?
Yeah, it has been.
And she just kind of, you know, she had thoughts about what a reunion with you might be like, maybe a fantasy of you coming back and realizing that you were a dumb kid who made the wrong decisions and were finally coming home to make right what you did wrong. And everything that she had hoped that this moment would be didn't happen. And she gets up and she storms out of the room, leaving you alone with your aunt.
I sort of release a little bit of tension now that she's not in the room. Was I too hard on her?
You know that your mother and I have had incredible differences our whole lives, but she has missed you in her own way.
Do you actually believe my father is dead? Honestly?
I believe that when he left, he was not thinking very logically in his plans. I think he left unprepared, and at a time where turmoil was just beginning to become a problem. We didn't have the plans or defenses that we do now. I think that we have made every effort to find him,
but we have no idea where he went, and we cannot simply just search the entire continent for one man.
What has been happening here? What have you been up against?
Well, the temple, the Atsuki temple is overwhelmed.
You lost the temple.
Yes. Also not long after you left.
This hits a little harder.
We have Kofe Wreck. That is a ship site that is ever growing. It's increasingly growing with shipwrecks that we can't understand. It's kind of a Bermuda Triangle thing going on over there. So we're trying to figure that out. Those are kind of the main issues we've been having. I've heard tell of some other problems on the other side of this region, but the capital has been dealing with. But as for us specifically, it's been these two specific things. The temple, we have been trying to clear that for over a decade, and many have tried, and none have returned. So we have not gone back to the temple in quite some time.
I'm sorry.
It's not the location that matters as much, but that place is such a large part of who I am.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry I left you. Truly I am.
I cannot say that I am not saddened or disappointed in your decision.
I know.
And if the time ever came for you to join me again, I would be overjoyed.
Thank you.
But I cannot stop you. So I guess all that leaves is to help you.
I'm sorry, I was trying so hard not to drop that.
You drop your sending stone and it like echoes.
So if you would help us with the Kofe wreck, for starters, that would be a tremendous help. But I don't want to send my niece into peril.
That's alright. I mean, believe it or not, I've actually been walking into a lot of peril, but I have a good team.
They seem like devoted friends.
They are. They're good at what they do. I hope you understand why I left. I don't know if my mother ever could, but parading me around as this prodigy princess who was going to save Wai, who can live up to that kind of thing?
I understand, and I don't know if your mother can. Now that you're back, I guess we'll just need to give her some time.
Do you think, real quick, what time of day is it? Like afternoon?
It's 1 in the afternoon.
Do you think my friends and I are safe to stay here for the night?
I should think so.
Alright. Thank you. How has everyone else been? All of the monks and things?
It took a long time for us to get any sort of spirits back up. Trying to make our way outside of the temple. It's been difficult not having a home, but we're doing well.
I know it seems like I've left the way, but I mean, believe it or not, it wasn't until recently that I started growing my hair out.
Really?
These 11 years in my own way, I've kept to it.
That
if that means anything, which I'm sure it doesn't. It's okay.
it does.
I think in my own way, trying to encourage you to stay in the temple was the best I could do to give you an escape from any sort of leadership responsibilities you may have. So I admire your sense of adventure, and I admire your striving towards purpose, and I think that's all that I ever really wanted for you. As I said, I would accept you back into the group without a blink, but I would never ask. I would never pressure you into coming back.
Thank you. That actually means a lot. Well, I suppose I should find my friends.
Yes, I could try to talk to your mother while you're away.
Thank you. I actually find a servant, and I
Okay.
turn off my sending stone. And
Okay.
I
It's broken.
find a servant, and I'm like, can you make arrangements for my friends for somewhere for them to sleep and rest? And then I go to my old bedroom,
Okay.
which has been turned into a workout room.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Sewing room.
It's a quilt.
Office.
Yeah,
Um,
quilting room.
So while this is happening, and the sound suddenly goes dark, and you're sending stones.
They killed her!
Guys, we gotta go. She's in trouble.
A servant comes out.
Oh. We're all like ready to bust her.
Yeah, chop! We've come to rescue.
She's a very very adorable human woman, and just kind of like a really cute voice, and she come with me. I have a place for you to stay.
Where did the princess go?
I don't know.
They hid her. Do they have a dungeon? Do you have a dungeon?
No.
Like in a tower.
What?
Seems suspicious. But we'll follow you.
We have a family here who's willing to host the three of you while you do your
Oh, yay! It's fine.
I love that.
Oh, that's
We would be honored.
Hey, Gregor. Didn't we find out Kalalai also went to Hawaii?
She went south, that's all we know. But I'll ask around, of course.
We could do shopping while Udaan is.
There is a boat shop, a tavern,
Salty Delight.
yes. There's
No, Their
Joe's
specialty is sea salt ice cream.
Oh.
Joe's Trader.
Joe's Trader.
The three of you are being led to a double-story home, and they actually have an apartment above their home. This is the Nakamura family. They're all humans. A very strong, well-built man. Kind of a really BA mom kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
And then two young kids. They're twins, a boy and a girl. They're probably 6 or 7 years old. And so they bring you there, and they bring you in and get you settled up in the apartment above their home. And
So we have no idea where Udaan went.
Yeah, should we try and use the stones again?
Hey, Udaan, are you there?
didn't you say you turned it off?
Yeah.
How do sending stones really even?
I don't think they turn off.
mechanics.
I don't think they turn off, but
I
It's in
imagine.
airplane
Yeah.
mode.
I imagine that it doesn't turn off. And if you have it on your person and someone with the corresponding stone speaks into that corresponding stone, your stone will make a sound noise that sounds like the perfect person's voice.
Then I respond, and
Okay.
I just say, hey, I'll meet up with you guys later.
oh,
And then I like put it away somewhere. So I don't.
Well, I guess that's okay.
She didn't sound super okay, but
Blackjack, anyone?
we could explore town
Oh, that's actually not a bad idea.
and ask around. Maybe,
Scout out our next destination.
yeah. They said Kofe Rec and the temple, which,
Oh yeah, I forgot you guys heard that.
yeah, we are listing the hotel. And shopping and Calais. Oh, and crew. We could go look for crew.
Oh, that's true.
Cool. Let's go hit the town.
All right.
Beat up that town.
Hit
Hit
the
the
town
town
first.
Potions first, as usual.
Okay.
I
you're
have no. I mean, if
Yep.
you guys want potions, let's do it.
I mean, do you have it? Yeah, I do.
I have potions, but
Joe's trader.
Joe's trader.
Lots of potions.
Oh,
Where's Joe at?
Yeah. So you go in
Two
there.
small potions, if you like.
Okay, and yeah, you see a guy. You see a guy wearing like a flannel print Hawaiian shirt.
oh, that's
Flannel Hawaiian shirt? I love it.
It's a flannel print.
Sounds
it's
warm.
that checkered print.
Oh, checkered Hawaiian.
but like really bright colors.
what?
No, it's red and black. So it's very lumberjack.
So there's like palm trees and
Okay.
and fish
okay.
on it, but it's also plaid.
Yeah.
That sounds like maybe the most ugly shirt.
Are most Hawaiian shirts the most ugly
I'm
thing?
overwhelmed. Like my
Yeah.
heart rate, like fall
I should have
backwards.
worn my Hawaiian shirt today.
Oh, y'all should.
Oh.
I'll wear it next time.
Yeah. So you get 2 normal health potions. That'll be 100 gold pieces.
What about a discount for friends of Ala'i? Ala'i?
We know her so well.
I don't know who Ala'i is.
No,
She's your princess, man.
the ancestral heir?
You mean Ali'i?
Elite! You know,
I was gonna let you struggle.
I actually should know it because Megan, but yeah,
I think
her.
it's funny that Drya is like, I think that's what it is. I can't remember.
These mortals have so many
Do we
names.
have a picture of us together? Like a portrait? Did we ever get a portrait? That's
We never
sad.
commissioned one. No, we should have done that at the
That's sad.
resort.
We know her for sure.
Roll a persuasion check.
No. He hears this all the time.
14.
I don't believe you.
Well, that's your loss then, sir. You'll be hearing about this from the ancestrals, let me tell you.
I'm sure I will.
Yeah, we gotta bring it back here and say, excuse me. Except, remember, when you're rich, you don't need to be given discounts.
But that's the whole thing. Well, fine. If you
So
want to
yes.
pay 100 gold,
Oh, she's your friend? Well, then she can bring her daddy's money down here and pay double.
we got those pearls of power we gotta hand out.
That's right, yeah.
Alright, after the potion shop, what's the hottest dive in town?
Probably
The restaurant?
the tavern.
In the tavern, yeah.
Salty delight.
A little salty delight. I want one of those sea salt ice cream specials.
But the 4 of us need to eat it on top of a clock tower.
That's true.
Wait, just out of curiosity, did somebody already tell you they had
I
sea salt
did.
ice
I
cream
did.
specials? Okay.
He wouldn't know that in
Okay,
but-
I was like,
We just go
what?
with it.
I'm reading the brochure.
Yeah. We got it. Or Udaan told us.
Everyone around town
We
is just
picked up some
walking around with
brochures out in Mahala.
Yeah, so you go into you go to this tavern and you know it's a multi. The building has a lot of different ways it can be open. It does have walls that can come down for worse weather, but right now it's basically just a roofed hut. There's you know 4 poles holding the roof up. There's the bar area in the middle, and you see a guy like cooking on an open fire, and like a big roast fire, and he's roasting a boar, and
Beat us to it.
and also roasting pineapple. There's a lot of just like picnic tables that you can sit at and stuff like that.
So, what's Finnegan gonna do on the ship? If you want a... I mean, before we like hire a bunch of people and then Finn's like, what do I do? Unless you don't want to do anything and just have everyone else.
Be the quartermaster.
I could do that, yeah.
You're in charge of and Ghost of Saltmarsh, the quartermaster is like in charge of
It's not just
navigation.
Yeah.
But in real life, they were in charge of like the ship's stores and food and rations and stuff like
Oh, sure.
Isn't that also the bosun?
The bosun is in charge of the sails.
Oh.
And everything to do with actually, like,
Sure.
sailing the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, I could take care of that. Do something that's not physically demanding.
Yeah, you're just like the inventory keeper.
Inventory keeper and maps.
Navigation. Yeah. Okay, good. So we have captain, first mate, quartermaster, Dr. Priest.
Dr. Priest.
So we just need a bosun,
Dr. Priest.
a surgeon carpenter.
Dr. Priest.
We have a cook.
DC.
Did we bring Giovanni? I think we did. I've been keeping a record of who's at Fort Haven and who's on our ship.
Good job.
I've been trying to anyway. We got Jin and Waika who we can assign as well. So bosun, surgeon carpenter, engineer, master gunner. If we just necessarily need an engineer then, maybe for an airship. We can find that in the metal realm where they come from.
Okay, so as you guys are discussing and talking, you see from docked a little ways away from the coast, you see a great fishing vessel, and the crew is all coming to the. They've all come to the mainland here on rowboats, and they are on leave for the day, coming to drink, and so there's a whole pile of them just coming into the area, all loud and boisterous and just full of shenanigans. You see this group coming in.
We'll set up a recruitment table.
Yeah, with like posters and a sign-up sheet.
Well, yeah.
And okay, are we?
You make the posters and the sign-up sheet.
I got out my crayons.
I'm gonna go get the finger food.
Are we paying them?
Yeah.
We gotta decide on a wage.
We asked them what they were.
We haggle.
Yeah.
Well, what do we? Yeah. Okay.
We've been paying some people a wage, haven't we?
Yeah, Jin and Waika.
Yeah.
Should be like
2 copper.
So
2 copper a day.
2 copper. Okay. Sure. Hey, anybody want to go on a grand adventure on a sky ship? Not a boring old water ship.
Yeah, what does the sign say? Like, save the world?
Yeah,
Join
world-saving airship quest
See the
crew.
world, save the world.
Captain Gregor wants you. Einsoff wants you to stem the tide of darkness.
I don't know what Einsoff looks like, so I just made something up.
Only you can prevent darkness.
He's made of light, so...
Oh, so we got blank.
Yes.
Okay, so you advertise this, and slowly but surely, a group of individuals are all coming up to you, and you see a male halfling. He walks up and he's like, "Hey, my name's Apudi. Do you guys need anyone who's an expert in ballista shooting? I'm pretty good at sea combat."
We do need gunners, yes.
The gunner. Well,
Ballista.
Yeah, I've been a master gunner for, I don't know, 5 years.
do you have any references?
And he gestures to like the group of sailors behind him, and he's just like,
Oh.
"Hey guys, would you say that I'm pretty good at shooting ballista?" And they all like raise their mugs. Aye aye.
Oh yeah, I know that guy. Oh sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Saved my life back in '42.
So,
Master Apudi.
Puti. So,
It's Appity.
You're hired.
Yeah, gunner. A puti. Putty.
Do you have the wherewithal authority to sail seas now instead of certain death? What are your wages?
2 copper pieces.
I could really use three copper pieces a day.
We can do 2. There's room for promotion.
Yes.
Yeah. Just think, it's a sky ship.
Roll a persuasion check sometime.
I'm pretty-
Advantage.
Oh!
Right.
That's good, because that wasn't that one. And that's a 2. So 6.
I'll settle for 4.
Yeah, I really need the 3.
Okay. What do we think, Captain?
You're hired.
Great.
Okay. Our ship is at the edge of town.
Looking for the scimitar. It's docked. There's an anchor. Not
Huge
sure
scimitar, just, you know.
That sounds really cool.
Need to investigate that scimitar.
Yeah. Next up, a very bronze-skinned male human with a scimitar at his side.
Is he cute?
He's intimidatingly attractive.
Oh.
Just like oily tan skin and like 6'8". And
on the cover of
6'8".
a romantic novel.
Yep.
You're hired.
Just shredded.
I got a bad feeling about it.
What? Hey, what's your name, sir?
Gregor, he has a scimitar.
That's another reason he's instantly hired.
My name is Zamar.
Okay.
I am a bosun.
Well, what wage do you prefer?
Is it hot in here?
I imagine you're sitting at like a kid chair.
Yeah, I've got
barely
this to
high
see.
enough above the table.
I need only 2 copper pieces. And grog. Or other alcohols.
Guys like, ooh, grog. I don't know if we can do that.
Yeah. See,
This is a holy vessel.
I am the priest on board.
There will be grog and rum.
What do you say, Captain? Do you
Rest
want
assured.
this sexy tall man?
No, I really don't. I know your type, all brawn and no brains, and just thinking that you can get anything you want because you have big muscles and all of that.
But you're a bosun, right?
I am a bosun.
Whatever that means.
Quite skilled.
We do need a bosun.
We can always get rid of him later.
1 copper piece.
Do a persuasion check.
Oh, Gregor's bad at those.
No?
Forget it. But welcome aboard. Mr. Zamar. You'll be a real hit around here.
Next up is a female human. She walks up.
Nope.
Well, now we're talking.
No, now we need to
Everybody gets
reassess.
1 gold per day for your using this amount of the ship by fake.
Good thing the captain's not in charge of the finances. That's funny.
Greetings, I'm Helona.
Helona?
Yes.
Hello. And goodbye.
I have significant experience in the role of surgeon on the ship.
Say no more, you're hired.
I'm also an accomplished carpenter.
Well, you're just a full bag of tricks. What did you say, sorry?
Do those skills overlap much?
They're the same.
I suppose carpentry is like wood surgery.
You need a
isn't it?
saw.
You need You'd be surprised.
Yes, so and I'm also relatively strong, I'd say.
Oh.
She's not very tall, but she looks like she's.
What does she look like?
She's a human?
Yeah, so she actually she has short, like above shoulder length black hair.
Oh.
She has 1 green eye and 1 blue eye.
Oh,
Black
you're so
Bob,
pretty.
And then the mutation thing, okay.
She's maybe like 5'2", not she's quite
Holy.
small.
How old is she?
She looks to be about in her 30s probably.
Okay.
And
Actually around my age.
you see her hands are very calloused from working with her hands.
A maiden's face, but a man's hands. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. You go. 2 copper.
Very,
It's fine.
A
Yep.
pleasure to meet you. I stand.
That's Captain, you won't see him much.
You will find yourself treated. The conditions are. I sit down. Yep. Welcome.
All right, and
What? So we have 9 right now. Jin and Waika aren't really assigned or anything. They're probably just able-bodied. Rigger, mate, swab.
finally two more individuals approach your table at the same time. You see a male and a female
portal couple.
Yes!
And the male he steps forward and they're both very like they're older turtles, but they look strong, but they're older.
Cute.
And he just says, I'm Fui Fui. Fui Fui. This is my wife Kahula.
I think it's Fui Fui.
Fui Fui. Fui Fui.
We're gonna have to do a lot of renaming
Everyone gets new names.
in our contract.
I have traditionally been a quartermaster. And my wife, Kahula, she is a very knowledgeable engineer.
Do we need them? We gotta.
Oh. Of course.
I will give up my job.
Yeah.
And
I will make the sacrifice.
And Kahula, she steps forward and she says, as well as an engineer, I'm also quite good at baking.
You can have
Oh my God.
the honeymoon suite.
So should we make him quartermaster?
What do we say we treat you as a package?
What if we make him the sailing master?
And Fui Fui, he says, at this point, wages are not as important to us. It's more so we just wanted to make sure we went on one more adventure together before we really settled down quietly and couldn't move anymore.
You better not break my heart and die.
Free labor.
Fui Fui and Kahula.
That's us.
If it comes between you and the world, I will let everyone else die.
Love is the grandest adventure of all, isn't it?
I agree. We've been married for what's the lifespan of a turtle? I don't remember.
150, dude, and still young, right?
150, dude. That's still young.
D&D does it like backwards though. They have like shorter than average lifespans for some
Do
reason.
they?
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just
They
being
live an average of 50 years.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Have they ever done any research on actual real life turtles? Obviously not.
Do they join your crew?
They do,
How much
yes.
are you paying this lovely old couple?
They don't get nothing.
What?
Drya!
2 copper pieces.
They said they wanted to work for free.
No, we'll give them
I wanted to respect their wishes.
We'll just give
2 copper pieces, one each. Yes.
I'm just gonna put 2 copper down for everyone. I don't care about the one person we said 3.
Nope.
Once they're on the ship, they'll
Nope.
deal with it.
It's so illegal. You're gonna get the union busters on
Yeah,
this.
jeez.
Oh no. So by this point, I'm assuming
copper's
it's
so
evening.
cheap.
Close to evening.
Yeah, it's probably like 6 p.m. now.
Um,
Yeah, what's
While
Udaan doing?
they've all been doing that, I went to my room
Okay.
and cried.
Okay.
Oh no.
And something that you notice, Udaan, upon entering the room, it's been 11 years. The room has been cleaned regularly. It appears to you that your mother was always hoping you'd come back.
I get out my Saturn and like lightly play a little tune that my father and I used to play.
And I want
one
you
of
to
the first that he taught me.
I want you to actually roll a perception check.
Oh no.
Well,
You just crit fail.
I did just crit fail.
Amazing.
But technically I got a 7.
Okay.
Did I use lucky? I don't know. I'm crying. I'm not very perceptive.
Your eyes are just full of
I'm
water.
just in my feelings.
It takes you a long time to notice, but as you're done playing your music and the lights in your room are growing dark as evening approaches and stuff, you light a candle and you notice on your like dresser or whatever piece of furniture, you see a note kind of tucked in underneath one of the things on top, and it's a yellow page. You pull it out and you recognize your father's handwriting,
Okay.
and it just simply says, "I miss you."
I sort of wring the note in my hands.
Oh.
Not like ruining it, but just like you're just like.
Yeah.
How far is it to fly to Uga?
To Uga?
On my.
Oh my gosh.
If you...
That's probably a few days.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Something that you know is there's like a bunch of
Small
open
planet.
ocean that you would need to fly over, and
Gravity must be
you wouldn't really have. Yeah, I mean it would be an exhausting trip to just go straight there. I would say it'd take 2 days.
We could, in the meantime, try to set up the luau thing with the boar.
Yeah, I'm like watching the clock.
I think
So
that was
Oh,
like,
'cause it's
probably
gonna
my
go away.
servants probably have been
Yeah.
doing something with that, I suspect.
You go courtyard.
Yeah,
Because
sure.
I offered it to them.
Do you guys go back to the courtyard? The three of you?
I want to ask the tavern keeper how long this establishment has been running and who the oldest person
I wanna
working
ask
here
some
is,
stuff
and then ask if
Before
they've
we
seen a
move
girl
on
matching
really
Kelly's
quick,
description.
One more
Before we
thing.
move on.
I'm in my bedroom. I get the note. I leave and just get on my hippogriff and find like a quiet, open stretch of beach where no one is, and wait for evening when I know there's the dinner will probably begin, and then
Okay.
I go back for that.
So what are you asking?
Have they seen Callie?
Okay.
If there's anyone who's been working at this establishment long enough that they, about 13 years ago or 11 years ago or so, would have seen someone matching her description, or if they even remember her name.
This specific person, no. She's probably in her 50s, and she has not she's never seen somebody like that before.
Good.
Miss Callie was probably here roughly 10 years ago.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I want to talk to some of the sailors that are still hanging around.
Sure. You see a male turtle, a female human, a male human, a male lizard folk, a female halfling, and a male dwarf.
Okay. So our travels are probably going to be taking us to the Trophy wreck next. Is there anything you guys can tell us about what's happening there? Is it a storm, a whirlpool? Is there somebody causing these ships to crash?
And the lizard folk guy, he steps up to you, and he's very tall and slithery as a lizard folk man. He steps up to you and he says,
What brings you to the wreck? Why would you want to go there?
Well, you see, we have a little bit of experience with solving little dilemmas like this, so we were hoping to travel there and, work a little bit of our magic.
It's become a place of nightmares for sailors. Ships go and they don't come back.
Are there survivors? Is there anybody who has experienced this and lived?
No.
Well, that is a problem, isn't it? When did this start? How long ago?
It's been several years. We've probably lost a good 8 ships to the area. So everyone just avoids it like some sort of gross plague.
That makes sense. Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, alright.
and then he holds his mug up and with his long snake tongue just
What are the
starts
Skyrim
drinking.
lizards called?
Argonians, you sound
Argonians. Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Pretty much everyone at this group is yeah, I can't really understand why you're wanting to go there.
Overconfidence, mostly.
I mean, I'm sure there's lots of treasure built up there from all the 8 ships that have gone sunken down.
Well, we're more in it for the spirit of doing good. And how much treasure would you say would be?
One of the vessels was a pirate ship. One of the vessels was a merchant ship.
You don't say.
And then the others are fishing vessels, probably. But I imagine you can find something good down there.
Well, if it must be our burden, then we'll liberate some of that if it comes to it. Thank you. You've been very helpful.
Should we go try to find Udaan, you think?
Okay, Udaan, you're walking on a beach, right?
Yep.
It's dusk. It's still light out. You can still see light.
Oh, I love that.
You can still see facial features of passerbys and stuff. And you're walking down the beach. You see a face from your past. You see the face of Maoki, Your former fiance.
Oh, shit. Maoki? Maoki.
Maoki. You see him because he's actually pulling in boats that had been out in the water. He's pulling them up onto the shore and.
I imagine that I'm like too close to him to leave. I do like one of those things where I'm like in my head or whatever, and then I see. Oh.
Do you just try to get away from him without him noticing?
No, I don't try and get away. It's just an awkward. It was just me painting the picture
Sure.
of what just happened.
Okay.
Good to. Good to see you.
And he stops with the boat, and as he's pulling one up onto the beach, he stops and
Romantic beach scene at dusk.
And he turns to you and he says, "Now I would recognize that voice anywhere. Ali'i. Hi.
Hey.
It's been a while.
It has. It has.
You look different.
I am. And you? How you been? How you been?
I took over the family business about 5 years ago. I've just been
took on my responsibilities.
Oh, whoa. What's that like?
Yeah, so I guess I've just been it's nothing too glamorous. I've just been building boats for the last 11 years. Wow. How are you? Why are you here?
It's kind of, it's kind of a really long story. I was traveling, learning a lot, getting more tattoos, having a good time. Now I'm on a mission for Einsoft to save the world, so...
So you're still with the... You're still... So you're still with the priestesses?
No. Not in the traditional sense. No, I'm kind of doing a different branch of Einsoft's.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you? I don't know. Are you dating anyone?
Yes.
Oh snap! Oh my gosh. Maoki. No, I kind of just trying to save the world, I guess. You know what I mean?
Descends on the hippogriff and scoops her up.
Long hair flowing.
It depends which region I'm in. If I'm.
What?
How about you? Have you?
Boy in every pore does this.
Have you gotten married or whatever?
No, I've tried dating a couple of times, but you're a tough act to follow.
Oh!
Maoki, you do know that it was an arranged marriage. We didn't get a choice in the matter.
I mean, I always had a crush on you when we were kids.
Oh
my.
I'm sorry about all that then.
No, it's water under the bridge.
What a cool guy.
It's good to see you, though.
Into a pillow.
Is that weird? It's good to see you.
I don't know. It's just a whole lot of weird being back here.
Yeah.
And not always in a good way, but
Have you talked to your mother yet?
I did. We had a conversation.
Oh.
It went poorly.
I
I can't say that I'm terribly surprised.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not really sure what I expected, but ripping off the band-aid, come to Miti, and then I can get out of here again.
Well, wow, it's just so strange to see you. My mind is still reeling that you're here. Welcome back home, I guess.
Thank you. In a weird way, it is nice to be back. Even though I simultaneously want to leave and stay. But I don't mean to dump that all on you.
Hey, it's okay. I should really get back to my...
Yeah,
boats.
I should get back to the dinner.
He
Yep.
swims out to a yacht. 10 stories
We
tall.
make boats.
Party.
Invite him to the luau!
And I like pet Raynook's nose. It was good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
I hope that you have a good life, and I really am sorry about what happened all those years ago and just leaving.
He just kind of, in the least awkward way possible, just kind of, it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Bye. I
yeah.
just get on Raynook and give him an awkward little wave and fly back to my home.
And as you lift up off the ground, you once again hear the sounds of a boat being dragged across the sand.
And it's like such a familiar sound to me, and such and smells of the ocean and these beaches that I grew up on. It's just like a lot of nostalgia all at once and not really knowing.
And as you take off to head towards the luau, you turn once more just to look at the ocean. But as you're turning, the sun finishes its descent behind the horizon, so you just kind of turn to a dark, just a sound. Mm-hmm. You just hear the sound of the ocean, but nothing else.
Well, Raynook, shall we go eat some food? I scratch him behind the ears.
And he dives off towards the luau.
Maybe we are the chosen ones.